Hello and welcome back to the official Sundays Are for Football Fantasy Football League podcast. This is episode number 2. I'm your host as always, Justin Young. Join me today. We have the beautiful Braeden Patin
Hello.
and the remarkable Bryson Yamada.
Good adjectives right there, man.
Yeah. I was thinking about them in the shower before I went to Braden's house to pick them up.
Good adjectives.
Keen listeners may notice we are down a minority.
Jesus Christ.
Mr. Caden Covington could not make it due to personal reasons that even we don't know. I don't think he knows.
His mom got mad at him.
He'll be out
Maybe.
week 2. Out week 2.
Yeah.
Personal reasons. He's
yeah.
questionable now.
He's questionable. Oh, no, he's
No,
out.
No, he's out.
He's
He's out.
He's just straight
Questionable
out
for
now.
week 3, probably, honestly.
He better be back for week 3. Anyways, let's just go through the roadmap for this episode. First, we're going to do the Immaculate Grid as always. Then we'll recap what happened last week in the NFL with the actual games and then our fantasy matchups and whatnot. Then we might get a call from a special guest. And then
We don't know who it is. Only Justin knows.
I
Only
know.
Justin knows. Only the hosts.
yeah. And then we'll we'll preview next week, talk about the NFL some more, some injuries that may have happened. And yeah, that will be our run up. This is going to be a longer episode because we actually have more time this time.
Yep.
So
Let's
without
get it.
further ado, let's start with the Immaculate Grid.
Of course.
Give me 1 second.
We got the Cardinals.
Oh, well, you're spoiling
Yeah.
it. I need to. Give me 1 second.
Mr. Braden's team, the
This
Cardinals,
is-
is up there.
Cardinals.
This is
And
Justin-
Jeremy's team, Minnesota Vikings on there.
There
This
a
is
Mr.
Justin
Vikings.
syncing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So yep, we have the Vikings, Chargers, Giants, Eagles. Yeah, you can see.
1,000-yard receiving season as well. All right.
Do you guys want to start out with like Chargers, Vikings? Anyone got any ideas?
Man, I told you I wasn't going to be any help
Chargers,
on this.
Vikings?
Yeah, you know that super common pairing.
Chargers.
Let's skip Chargers, Vikings. Go on to Eagles, Chargers. I'm sure there was a player that played for both of them at one point.
Well, for sure. Gotta be.
All right, you want to go to Chargers, Cardinals?
Okay. Over
No,
3.
you have to think of one, right? That's your team, Braeden.
Dude,
Strike 3, we
the
have
Cardinals have been
stricken.
irrelevant for so long.
Any player?
Marcus Golden.
Did he play for the Chargers?
I don't know.
That's not a good guess. No. Did like Brandon Flowers play for the Cardinals?
Brandon Flowers. I don't
Really?
think so.
Or like Takeo Spikes? I don't. You wouldn't know.
Did Golden Tate play for the Cardinals?
All right. Well, we're jumping ship here.
No.
How about let's go to Vikings Giants? Man, does anyone have a?
We're missing so many people.
Yeah, obviously we're missing hundreds of
We
people.
got
in
just a
NFL
bunch of
history.
irrelevant teams, other than the Eagles.
All right, I'm gonna fill out Eagles, Giants, or else we'll be staring at a blank thing all day. That's a for sure Golden Tate.
That's a good one.
Just told you, man. That's
That's
the one guy I had today.
That
Bro,
is
Golden
true.
Tate.
We're
I
talking about them
mean,
before
I
we
can get
started.
some 1,000-yard receiving seasons going.
Did Anquan Bolden?
I think he did.
No, he did. It was Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Bolden. Who's the third guy? That third guy's gonna be the rarest one. Mother, you were a fucking Cardinals fan. How do you not know?
I was thinking
Our
Anquan Bolden.
Cardinals fan
I was
cannot get any.
thinking Anquan Bolden.
Yeah, who's the third guy in that
I don't
receiving
fucking
trio?
know.
All right,
Plaxico Burress.
it was not Plaxico. Burress. Whatever. Let's fucking do Anquan Bolden because we are not creative. Guys,
Okay.
Okay. Eagles 1,000-yard receiver.
Did Devontae Smith do it last year? I
well,
feel like
I
that
was thinking-
wouldn't be that common,
let's
honestly.
do like an Alshon Jeffrey or like
Alshon
a
Jeffrey would be a good one.
Deshaun Jackson,
Did he? He had to have done it.
Yeah.
but that might be too common. I think we should do Alshon Jeffrey.
Alshon Jeffrey.
'Cause he was wide receiver 1.
Alston.
All right, he did not do it. Turns
Really?
out. Yep.
Oh, save our
Deshaun
guess.
Jackson. Yeah.
He played till 2022.
19%.
All right. Well, we're already fucked up on the rarity thing. Viking. Do you want to do like Sidney Rice?
Vikings 1,000-yard.
Yeah.
Is it
Sidney Rice.
SI?
Yeah, there you go. First one. Yeah, 5%. Look at us.
Let's
Dude is
Go.
Richard Sherman's brother.
Does look like him. All right. So we gotta get the Cardinals ones. That's got to be you, Braeden.
I'm trying to think of Cardinals Giants. It's not Sam Bradford.
Cole McCoy, did he play for the Giants? Did that happen one year?
I feel like he's played everywhere.
I know Geno Smith played for the Giants. I don't think he
I'm
played for
going
the
Marcus Golden.
Cardinals. All right. Marcus Golden.
Ooh,
Oh.
5%.
Hey,
You almost put that in for Chargers Cardinals.
dang, he's ugly.
It's another 5%er. He's a Steeler right
Oh,
now.
I knew Marcus Golden played for the Giants.
Yeah, I did too. But you said that for like the Chargers.
Oh,
When
I
was
did?
like, I don't think he played for the Chargers.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
All right. Well, here's like an impasse because I know there was a Michael Floyd who played for the Cardinals. There was a Malcolm Floyd that played for the Chargers, and they're kind of being intertwined in my brain right now.
Never heard of either of those people.
Here's did Corey Linsley play for the Cardinals?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, this is
Kurt Warner.
he would have been good for Giants Cardinals.
Oh, would he have been rarer than Marcus Golden though?
Probably not.
Nah. Marcus Golden, I don't think he ever made a Pro Bowl.
Marcus Golden, I think he did. He had like a 15-sack season or something like that. Based off nothing, I have no idea if he did that or not.
I mean, he's had good seasons, but like,
yeah, whatever. All right. We got a thing. We're doing too long of the immaculate grid again. There's got to be like a obvious Eagle Charger that we're missing, but I don't know who.
Boston Scott.
It's not Boston Scott.
No.
All right, I'm just gonna start doing ill-advised guesses pretty soon. Darren Sproles for Eagles and Chargers.
Did he?
That's 57% rarity.
Did he actually play for the
Yes.
Chargers?
Yeah. That's where he started out. You spelled Darren wrong.
What the fuck you spelled that?
E-N.
Like that?
No, 2 R's.
I don't know black names.
All right.
Okay.
It's a Darren. What, you got a good one?
Trevor Williams. Oh shit. Cornerback lockdown for the Cardinals.
Wow.
I
Only
only know because he got
3.
absolutely mossed by Justin Jefferson.
Oh, good job. You knew
and then
something.
we cut him.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a 0.3% rarity. I have one guess left. So we want to do on a Viking Charger or Viking Giant?
Vikings.
Kind of been irrelevant.
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen did not play for either of those two teams.
Did he only play for the Vikings?
Played Vikings and Panthers.
Every great defensive
Oh,
lineman goes to the
That's
Panthers.
right. Let's go Vikings Giants. Do Kyle Rudolph.
Oh, where's that?
That was 39%.
Didn't he get cut from the Giants?
He retired.
Or that? That's a softer answer.
Yeah.
He retired.
So that's a rarity score of 254. Not
What'd you get for
our
the
best
Chargers
work.
Vikings?
He had
I guessed
only 8
Alshon
guesses.
Jeffrey like an idiot, so I lost my guess.
We'll see what we missed out on. Fletcher Cox.
Just go back to the Immaculate Grid for a second, and just scroll down. I'll show you who the most common one was.
Eric Kendricks.
I didn't know he was a Charger.
Okay, AJ
Huh.
Brown. Those are lame. Kurt
Yeah.
Warner. Antonio Cromartie.
Go
forgot.
to Cardinals. Go to 1,000-yard receiver.
Only 14. That's
I'm gonna
very sad.
Stop recording.
Oh, D Hop.
Who was that third guy? It was the
John
same year.
Brown.
No, that third guy. Steve Breston. That's who I was thinking of.
David Boston. I forgot about him.
Probably
Okay,
'cause you
I'm not
weren't
getting
born
any
when
of
he
these
played.
dudes. We got Sonny Randall.
I know.
in
I was just thinking
1962.
it was Fitzgerald, Breston, and Bolden in 2000,
David Boston did. David
in
Boston.
2008.
Quick little segment on David Boston. Had one of the saddest careers ever.
Is that real?
Yes, David Boston. He's only 45 a little old, but look at this. Okay, first year nothing. Second year 1156. Third year 1,600 yards, all pro. Fourth year injuries, missed the whole season. Injuries.
That is sad. You were right. That is sad.
Dang.
It's so sad. I mean, I forgot about him. Shout out to David Boston.
Well, all right. Well, as we sit here on this beautiful Friday afternoon, Friday afternoon.
Why are we doing this again?
Because it's funny.
I thought, but we're literally doing it on like the game's already over. Then for Thursday night, we're not going to talk about
Man,
that.
that game yesterday, that was crazy. When
It was crazy.
when Jalen Hurts threw that pass, and
Yeah.
and then when Kirk Cousins took that drop back and like pump faked. He'll probably do that tonight. I mean,
He'll
he did
probably
yesterday.
pump fake.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go.
I'd assume
Let's
so.
before going on to the future. Let's go back in time. Last Thursday, Lions Chiefs.
Yes.
Let's
Shocked
go.
the
Bryson, that's
world.
all you.
Let's go. I mean, I was hoping that we were gonna win, but it was a very asterisk win. If you guys haven't heard,
I heard.
because-
I heard Mike Tirico say that. Yeah.
Yep. It was our victory had an asterisk next to it, but good win overall. I don't like the Eli Manning, Jared Goff comparisons. I don't know why people are doing that, but good
Hey,
win.
weird
2 Super
comparison.
Bowls. Eli Manning, I'd take that.
We did start 1-0 before any other team, so
Did
That's a good point.
did. Shout out Kadarius Toney.
yes, thank you for the drops.
Butterfingers.
He was dropped off of my team after that.
Yeah.
Did you start him?
No, I did not.
I hope not.
Only an idiot would start him.
You start him in like a 32-man league, not a 12-man
I
one.
feel like Josh would start him.
Probably. Let's
Upside. There's so much upside to him.
He's gonna bounce back. All right.
10 a.m. games. Bengals Browns once again. Oh, you know what? Let
Let's
me
take a look at our picks. Yeah.
spreadsheets on my other computer. Give me a sec. I'll open it right now.
I'll talk about the game real quick. I watched a little bit of every game, and this was just the most depressing game. It was raining. I feel like the atmosphere there was amazing, but on TV, I feel like it's not the most pretty stadium. I mean, I love the midfield
Oh, it's
logo.
horrible.
I love the midfield logo.
I don't. It's horrible.
I love the little elf. And Jamar Chase said they were going to beat up some elves, and then they got beat up by some elves.
Yep.
Joe Burrow didn't seem
And then
too worried
after
about
the
it, though.
game, he said we got beat by elves.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow also didn't really seem ready to play though. He was out for a while.
Dealing with
so-
an injury, he seems not worried at all. So
Anyways, going back to that Lions Chiefs games, me and Caden said Chiefs. Braeden and Bryson said Lions. They are correct. We were stupid.
Let's go. Never
This-
doubt my Lions.
Caden is not here to defend himself. We can make fun of him. Browns Bengals. We all said Bengals. That was
yeah, I feel like at 95% of the world said Bengals,
Yeah.
but Browns may be a sneaky playoff team.
I hope not because I hate them. But whatever.
All right, we'll get to the Steelers later.
Ravens Texans. We all said Ravens, and the
And
Ravens just beat
They
them.
won. It was a very sloppy game. I watched a good amount of it just because I had Lamar. Lamar fumbled 3 times and threw a
He did.
pick
He
against the subpar Texans
they're-
defense.
They're better.
They're better. Their first half, I believe, it was kind of close. It was 7-6 at half.
Yeah.
And then the Ravens just kind of pulled away. Zay Flowers had a great debut.
Damian Pierce put up a stinker.
CJ Stroud had an okay debut. It's a Ravens defense. It's not bad. A lot better than Lamar's game.
Yeah,
I'll
he
say that.
didn't shit himself, so you know. Oh yeah, J.K. Dobbins,
Out.
rip.
Yeah. I think
Man.
he's missed. I would retire. I mean,
That's
he's missed so much time.
Well, and then remember, Caden said that he thought it was going to be an absolute blowout, but
He did.
25-9 is
25-9.
hardly a blowout.
Halftime, it was 7-6.
Yeah.
Like, the Ravens had no business being that close.
Yeah.
yeah.
And moving on to Buccaneers and Vikings, we were all right with the Ravens Texans. We were all wrong with the Buccaneers Vikings.
Really?
Yeah, we all said
Baker
Vikings.
is him, I guess.
We're in that cycle
he
where
did.
we all
He-
think he's
he
in.
called out the Vikings like he knew when the Vikings were going to run cover 2 or cover 3, and then he
Yep.
just dotted them up. I mean, actually dotted. He threw for 170 yards, but he
Look at that.
He
21
had
for-
that thing on the sideline where he just bullied some. Was it
Oh
Byron
yeah,
Murphy,
yeah,
former
yeah.
Arizona
Yeah.
Cardinals cornerback?
Yeah.
He just got bodied.
yeah.
What-
Cousins threw that interception in the red zone.
Cousins
out of
was
the
pretty
clutch
sloppy.
time. Yeah, that was stupid of him.
Look at these.
Of
Look
course,
at these.
Jefferson went
They're
off.
Both running backs pretty bad. 17 carries for Rashid White,
Dang.
39 yards,
you
and
say?
Alexander Madison.
Rashid White.
Rashid- yeah, I can't see right now.
Not really
Alexander
too surprising
Madison,
of a game
11
for me.
carries for 34. I mean, what are you gonna do? They're.
I think they're both 8 and 9 teams.
I
Personally,
think I agree with that.
I just hope Vikings won under the Lions so we can take the division.
Panthers Falcons. This one we were switching to. Me and Braden were both correct. We said the Falcons, and then Caden and Bryson both said the Panthers. I mean, I think it was about what we expected. You know, not very appetizing game to look
it
at.
was a little boring.
Yeah,
Bryce Young had a pretty rough debut. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't.
But he did get the
greatest.
win.
He got the win.
Yeah, that is
No, he
true.
didn't.
He actually.
Young? No, he did not. I was looking at the wrong
He
thing.
did not get the win, and he also lost his first touchdown. Very sad.
Oh, it's
Hayden Hurst.
He got it
Hayden
back. He got it back.
He did the Pete
Hey,
Alonso.
Hayden
He
Hurst,
did.
ironically, had like the best receiving game out of anyone there, and they just chucked his ball.
Yeah.
Kyle
but
Pitts has still not getting targeted.
Dude, Algier is good.
Algier and Bijan.
It's a good two-man game.
And once Cordero gets back,
Yeah.
and
Only thing I have
there's-
to say is Drake London had nothing. Shout out AJ
Shout
for
out.
that one.
Mr. AJ Viktorovich putting Drake London in week 1 when he was unproven.
No one on this team had any good receiving.
Yeah.
Bijan, Kyle Pitts
mean,
had the most yards.
Desmond
with
Ritter was the quarterback. We
2
knew they were going to
catches.
win with defense.
Yeah. Pretty
not-
boring game.
yeah. Move on to Cardinals Commanders.
Yeah.
Somehow, both of you said Cardinals. I don't know what that was about.
I
You go first.
I needed I needed my guys to win on my team for fantasy, so taking James Conner and Marquise Brown, could have been nice, but obviously they didn't win because Joshua Dobbs is not him.
He is very
Uh,
much not.
It's just sad. We were up 16-10 going into the fourth, and then Joshua Dobbs took a shit.
Bro, he's,
Please bleep that
he's
out.
So bad.
Uh,
I'll think about it.
he wasn't terrible. Like the way Jonathan
He was
Gant-
Joshua Dobbs.
I watched the game. I watched a good amount of the game, and Jonathan Gannon set him up pretty well. I don't think the game plan was bad. I was telling someone about this a while ago that the only reason the Cardinals lost this game is because they're simply just not the better team. They didn't play terrible. It's just the Commanders have more talent. Dobbs didn't play
Commanders.
terrible.
I think we have more talent.
The
21
Commanders. have-
21 of 30, 132 yards. It's not terrible. Jonathan Gannon just loves calling buttons every freaking play. James Conner had a decent game. Marquise Brown,
Did he only get 1 target?
that was a rush.
Oh, okay.
Marquise Brown, he only got.
You can't throw over the top, man. You can't use his speed.
Leading receiver having 33 yards is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
We
Total 240, 210. This game sucked.
our D line played amazing. I think our defense played fine. It's just our offense.
Yeah.
It just didn't gel.
20 points, any competent offense should be able to win
Yeah.
every single game.
We lost. It wasn't a terrible loss. It's just kind of a sad one because we were up and we wanted to ruin the new ownership that was the commies. So
All right.
yeah, that's all I have to say.
All we have to say. Moving on.
Go Cardinals.
Don't. Let's go to Jaguars Colts. We all said Jaguars. Jaguars won. A little closer than I expected. It was pretty close the whole game until Jacksonville kind of exploded in the fourth. But I don't think there was ever really a doubt. Anthony Richardson had a nice debut.
Yes, he did.
He did.
I think
Concussion?
out of all the guys, I think like that were first year drafts for QB, he had the best
Richardson?
debut.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a sloppy game. I
Yeah.
didn't watch too much of it. Calvin Ridley, I know, popped off, and Pittman.
Pittman's good, man.
Pittman,
You said he was hot. His wife is hot.
Oh,
and his child.
And his child.
I
We
did
did
not.
say that
I
last
did
time.
not. I said the wife.
Quote
I
Braeden.
I said the wife. I said the wife.
Week
guys.
1, Braden said Michael Pittman's kid is hot.
Nope.
Going back to the Jaguars Colts game, man. Oh
said-
boy,
It was kind of a boring game.
Yeah, boring.
It wasn't
I didn't
Yeah.
watch it.
What do you expect from that game?
it divisional
She's out.
stinker.
49ers Steelers. All right.
I'm gonna leave this one up to Jess.
Yeah. Believe it or not, me, Braden, and Caden all said Steelers. We all were very, very much wrong. Bryson could see it in the future. He knew it was going to happen. Kenny Pickett looked the absolute worst I've ever seen him. He had quite literally a perfect preseason, had a perfect passer rating in the preseason, and then he came out and he looked just dog shit. I think I could have played better quarterback than Kenny Pickett that day. He was missing easy throws. Matt Canada, our offensive coordinator, when we actually drew a plays for easy throws, Pickett was missing him. Other times he just had play calling, and it was just very bad. Najee Harris got 6 carries. Jalen Warren only got like 2. We couldn't run the ball. Braden, if you had to guess, when do you think the Steelers got their first down?
Was it after halftime?
It was 1 minute left in the second quarter.
Wow.
We
That was
got
when they
it.
scored their touchdown.
Yeah. We went up tempo. Believe it or not, when we go up tempo against good defenses, Pickett was actually able to sling it a little bit. We got good yards and got a touchdown.
So my question for you is: do you think, like, how meaningful is this game? Like, is this game we're gonna resemble the rest of the season?
Steelers, at least within the fan base, we had high expectations of this team, but we also played a Super Bowl contender week 1.
I believe
Kind of humbled us.
they could win.
Obviously,
Yes.
49ers have one of the best defenses in the NFL. Fred Warner was literally everywhere. I will see that man in my nightmares. And we couldn't stop Christian McCaffrey in the run game. Also because Cameron Hayward got injured super early. He's out for 8 weeks with a torn groin.
Yep.
I've
Deontay
never
Johnson.
seen anyone tear their groin, and they actually need surgery on it. But he's like 35, so I guess when you get old, you have to do that.
Deontay Johnson as well.
He's out
Deontay
for
Johnson is also.
he's out for 4 weeks. We'll get more into that later. But yeah, Steelers disappointing. Defense was subpar. Our offense was very, very bad. But
Brandon
I think when we play like the Browns this Monday, I think we'll be better. I mean, it'll be hard to be any worse. But no, Steelers could go either way.
I
Yeah.
think that'll be a good one to see where both teams are really at.
Yeah.
Because the Browns look really good, Steelers look really bad, but we don't think they're as good or as bad as
Yeah.
advertised. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go Steelers though. Titans Saints dog shit game. I don't care what
this
anyone
was a
says.
stinker. This was a stinker.
Tannehill
Um,
with 3 interceptions.
I only
Me?
watched it because I have Derrick Henry.
Me, Braeden, and Caden all picked the Saints. Bryson was the lone wolf on the Titans, and it did not go well for him.
Yeah, it's a 1-point game. Come on.
Start Will Levis. I think they might win.
No,
S-
Malik
start
Willis.
anyone. Yeah, I was
Or
supposed to say start
anyone other than Ryan Tannehill. I mean, Jesus Christ.
corpse of Marcus Mariota or Jake Locker would have done better.
Jake Locker.
Yeah. Henry didn't
He played
do
okay.
well.
He played. I mean, 4.2 yards is not bad. He also had a really good reception. Yeah, 2 for 56.
That's fair.
D Hop, I always love him. Former Cardinal. He played okay. Chris Olave had a great game. It was a field goal match.
The quarterback matchup of Ryan Tannehill and Derek Carr would have been fire in 2015, but not in the year of our Lord 2023.
Yeah, there was 1 touchdown the whole game. It was boring.
Yeah.
Didn't watch much of it.
Yeah. All right. That's it for the 10 a.m. games. Moving on to the 1 o'clock slot. Raiders Broncos. Braeden, Caden, Bryson all picked the Raiders. I picked the Broncos. Broncos had a chance to win it, but they just couldn't stop them when it mattered.
I actually didn't watch much of any of this game. So
I-
I'm not too sure.
I watched little bits and pieces.
Yeah,
Russ looked okay. Just
it's not a terrible stat
Yeah.
line.
Well, you did see him he had the first drive and he looked pretty good. But obviously that's not the result that they want week 1. But obviously great for the Raiders. Obviously having Jimmy G now, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, not bad. But Josh Jacobs could definitely do better. And Jacoby Myers,
surprisingly good. He was kind of known. It was kind of his thing when he played for the Patriots. He'd get like about that stat line, 9 receptions for 81 yards, but he would never get any touchdowns. He was like Deontay Johnson last year for a little bit. He was like allergic to touchdowns.
Mm.
In fact, when he finally broke that like 16 game streak or whatever it was without a touchdown, it was when like another wide receiver threw it to him.
I think he'll prosper for sure.
Yeah, and
with
this
the Raiders
offense. If he just
gets his mind.
well, can we
So-
look at this Broncos receiving? What's up with that?
well, here's the thing. They have
Samaje Perine led.
What in the
Holy- I mean, Russell Wilson dispersed it. You can say that.
when KJ Hamler and Jerry Jeudy and Tim Patrick are all out, I think I might be casual because I think KJ Hamler might be a free agent. I don't know if he's still with the Broncos, but anyways, they still did. Tim Patrick and Jerry Jeudy. That's 2 of their top 3 targets.
He is a free agent.
Yeah.
Visit-
And
visit the Colts. All right.
so when they had 2 of their top 3 targets out, it just was never going to go well for them.
Yeah.
Dolchich got injured. He's out for like 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah?
Cortland Sutton's the only guy that's like a name on this team, unless you're AJ.
Well, I mean, Lil Jordan is definitely a name.
I mean, irrelevant. Javonte Williams is back. He played
Eh,
okay.
whatever. Rather not talk
Yeah.
about this.
Another kind of
Matchup.
a stinker.
Yep. Eagles Patriots. Congrats everyone. We all said the Eagles. Believe it or not.
Not how I expected
If
him to win.
if you go back and listen to the last podcast, you will see that me and Caden called the Darius Slay pick 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They did.
I mean, he got it.
'Cause,
Wow. Mac Jones threw for
Yeah,
54 times.
Caden said that like the Eagles were going to score a defensive touchdown, and I was
Gosh.
like, yeah, Darius Slay's going to get pick 6, and then he did. But I thought this game was going to be a blowout. It wasn't.
Start off as it.
Yeah.
For sure. but-
Eagles, they did a funny thing where they played down to their competition. It happens to all good teams. Happened to the Steelers during their Super Bowl runs. It's going to happen. And this was their game. This was their get right game. Now they know what they're doing. They played yesterday, and they played I don't know what to say after
They
that.
won.
They did
Or
win.
they didn't, but they still played well. I'm gonna say they played well, even if they won or
I
lost.
believe they did. Home opener, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then look at New England.
Ramondre.
Elliott. No, Ezekiel Elliott, leading rusher, 29 yards, 7 carries.
Yeah, that
Ramondre
sucks.
Stevenson, 12 carries, 25 yards.
They
But
passed the ball.
was good in the reception game.
Yeah, that is true. R.I.P. though, Spencer Kim. It's okay, buddy.
It was an ugly win for sure.
Yeah,
But they won, I
They-
guess.
yeah.
So
it was whatever. AJ Brown looked okay.
Eagles, they'll get it right. I don't think the Patriots
Oh.
are a bad team either.
Dallas Goedert, 1 target, no receptions.
Guy.
So,
So Hurts, he was open too. Hurts just wasn't seeing him. I'm just hoping that was his get right game because he didn't look good. Rams Seahawks.
this is insane.
Yeah, we all said Seahawks. I mean, I'll give us a little bit of the benefit of doubt in saying that like the Rams usually play
We did mention that.
them
Yeah.
close. But even then, we all said Seahawks, so we can't really defend ourselves too much. Fucking Tutu Atwell, Louisville legend, just absolutely tore up the Seattle secondary.
Yeah.
Stafford looked good again. Just
Seattle was up at half. I mean,
no, they were looking fine. Their defense kind of just fell apart. Their offense couldn't get anything going late. I mean, you can see Geno Smith only 112 yards.
yeah.
That's bad. That's kind of bad for like a half, let alone a whole game.
Well, and then
Puka Nakua.
yeah, Puka Nakua. He's been good and should be on the waiver wire. I
He's
think
been a
already
hot
picked
target.
up.
I'm sure someone in our league's already put out a claim for him.
Yeah, and so even Cam Akers, bad. Kyron Williams stepped up, and good thing I had him on my team, but did not play him though, so doesn't even matter.
Shout out to Immaculate Grid from Week 1 legend Ben Skoranek. Yeah, Rams kind
Yeah.
of shocked us.
That's
I thought they were going to be like the 3rd worst team in the NFL this year, but they're starting off good. Seahawks need to figure shit out, but we'll see.
I don't know.
Only
I don't-
Week 1.
yeah.
There's been
only
Super
week
Bowl
one.
teams who've lost in Week 1 before. All right. Chargers Dolphins. Me
Wait,
and
wait,
Braeden.
wait. Seahawks the Super Bowl? You saying?
I'm not saying it, but I'm just saying Super Bowl teams have lost in Week 1 before, so
Huh.
I think they'll be okay.
it's truly good. Chargers Dolphins. Me and Braeden both said the Chargers.
Ah,
Kate and Bryson both said the Dolphins. This was the
Yeah.
best game this week.
Yeah.
Tua went insane.
Yeah.
Chargers, not only they couldn't hold the lead, but then when they got it back, they had like a chance to like march down the field. Herbert got destroyed by the blitz concepts that McDaniels was drawing up.
Yeah.
It was just,
is it the O line or is it Herbert?
I think it was the O line because Herbert didn't have any time.
Yeah, it was a shootout.
It was obviously Tyreek Hill went absolutely insane, made some great catches. Tua threw a dot on that last touchdown to him. That was a pretty throw. That was pretty to watch.
Tyreek Hill.
Eckler played really, really well. He also really, really, really hurt his ankle, so he's questionable for Week 2.
Did he actually?
Yes.
Not
So-
after dropping like 30 on me. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, it was just obviously it wasn't the Chargers' offense fault. It was more so the Dolphins' offense is dominating the Chargers' defense.
Yeah.
And
Well, it was a close game anyways too.
It was a
so
shootout. Yeah.
it was
Should be
just-
fun to watch these two teams like rest of the league, rest of the season.
Yeah.
That was definitely the best game of the week.
Yeah.
For sure.
Uh,
Other than-
Packers Bears, man, was this not entertaining to watch?
It
Dude.
was
Boring.
not fun to watch DJ Moore get 2 targets. Jordan Love
Happens.
looked amazing though, and the Packers should be pretty optimistic so far. As for the Bears, I'd be really depressed.
If I maybe a hot take. I don't think Justin Fields is the guy.
I don't think that's the hottest take.
I don't think he'll lead them to any success. Like a winning record might be too much for him.
Well, it was also the Bears, so
The Bears, there was
Chase?
such high hopes for this week. Like, it was, I think they sold out. Like, their stadium, like Soldier Field, it was popping. They expected a win, and they got massacred.
yeah,
Chase Claypool showed the littlest effort I've ever seen by one player.
he is horrible.
Yeah.
He
My
didn't get a
goodness.
He got
reception.
2 targets. He dropped one of them super easily. I don't know what the other target was, but
My goodness, he looks
Terrible.
Terrible.
Packers,
I
I though.
can't believe we got Joey Porter Jr. for him.
Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones ran rampant on the Bears.
Yeah,
He
and look at that receiving too. 2 receptions, 86 yards, and a
tutty.
touchdown.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I had to play him week 1.
Christian Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian Watson didn't play, affected the target share a little bit. I wouldn't expect Romeo Dobbs to get the most targets on the team every week. I'd expect that to be Watson.
He had 2 touchdowns. Wow.
Yeah, but 4 receptions. That's like a cheat. You see, like he put up decent amount of points in fantasy, but if you dig deep, you see those 2 of those catches were targets. That you do not pick that man up.
Yeah.
Christian Watson will be back, so whatever.
Well, Romeo Dobbs did look really good though. I mean, or better than he was last year.
Yeah,
So
that's not saying much.
yeah,
Yeah. Packers, good job, I guess.
Mhm.
Bears, you suck. Moving on to Sunday Night Football.
Woo! I stopped watching at half.
Here's the thing. I was like busy with something. I was playing like Madden or something, and then
I was
like,
busy with something.
yeah.
Madden.
Then I checked my phone to see if like the game started. The Cowboys were already up 16-0, and I was like,
Yeah.
I guess I won't watch it because it's not gonna be.
The thing is, the first Giants drive, they got ball first. They looked great the first drive, and then I believe they had to kick a field goal. It got blocked, returned for a touchdown. That was it. That was all the Giants had. Like their first drive looked great, and then from there on, Cowboys look unbelievable. But I also don't think the Giants are as bad as they looked.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll show it when they win next week against whoever they're playing. I think I can't say
We'll see.
for certain.
We'll see.
Yeah, Danny Dimes. I'm still a believer in him, even if he fucking sucked. But
made Mr. Fajelstead change his name
Yeah.
because he
He
said it was such
caused
a
a
disgrace.
rebrand.
he caused a
Yes.
rebrand.
in week 1.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is no longer Daniel Jones. Lastly, Monday Night Football, Bills Jets.
Yeah,
It's a sad game.
This was
Personally, I had watched just to make sure New York's represented, but
I knew you were gonna say something about that.
Aaron, I mean, I think the Bills could have won. I mean, the Bills didn't play great, but I think if it wasn't for that punt return, I think the Bills could have won. Jets got it
Bold.
out. Don't trust Zach
Very
Wilson at all,
bold.
though. I really don't. I
He's the
trust Josh
guy.
Allen to bounce back. I don't trust Zach Wilson to lead them to anything more than a 9-8 record.
No, I guess Zach Wilson is that guy right now in New York. But
Yeah.
yeah, just even seeing like that last drive too. Like Josh Allen looked okay in that one, just hitting Stephon Diggs down the field for a couple times in that last one. But still, like that whole game, Josh Allen was off the whole game basically.
Yeah. Wish the Wi-Fi in here worked better. I can't get any service on my phone.
Yeah. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers 4 snaps and his season's over.
I mean,
That sucks. I mean, I saw the Jets Super Bowl odds went from like 18 to 1 to 30 to 1
Yeah.
or something. They plummeted. I think their defense is amazing.
Good defense. Yeah.
That's what will take them to the playoffs, if anything. And maybe I doubt Aaron Rodgers comes back, but yeah. Who had the 3 interceptions? Jordan Whitehead got a bonus, like his yearly
Yes.
bonus,
I think he
500K
did.
or something. Yeah,
Yeah. In one game for getting
for
free.
week 1.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And shout out Xavier Gibson for the punt
And
return.
yeah, that was a talking point after the game, especially with Rodgers' Achilles injury. Should every NFL stadium go to grass?
that was a big thing. Players commission too.
I
It's
think
getting worse and
yes.
worse. The Super Bowl last year, this game.
The NFL makes too much fucking money for them to keep playing on like the same field as Coronado. Basically, they need.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Well, I just don't get it too. It's like if you're the Jets and you see Aaron Rodgers go down, like obviously you would want to change your stadium immediately, I think. And
Yeah.
so like as a team and an organization, like wouldn't you want the best for your players?
Mhm.
You'd think, but MetLife and the FedEx Field where the Commanders play, they've had these issues for years.
Yeah.
Players have literally come out saying like they don't want to play.
Oh, Commanders
there
for
anymore.
sure.
Mhm.
Burrow.
Alex Smith.
Yeah.
It's just no good. So I'm with the players on that
Yeah,
one.
I think, yeah.
Get good grass fields everywhere, and not the shitty grass like what the Eagles and Chiefs played on in the Super Bowl. That was overwatered.
in Arizona Stadium. Yeah, I mean, I think they should do what Arizona Stadium's doing, where it's a dome, but they have artificial.
Yeah,
but they have real turf.
Real grass. Yeah,
It didn't look good in the Super Bowl, but that's beside the point. That wraps it up. That's week 1.
That is
Yeah.
week 1.
Let's move over to what happened in fantasy. Oh, guys, hold on. I think our guest caller is calling.
Okay.
Is that why you're trying to get on your phone?
From all the way from Ithaca, New York, we have the lovely Spencer Kim calling in. Everyone, give it up for Spencer Kim.
Yeah.
Hello, how is everyone?
We're doing
great.
We just got done talking
you.
about
Your
the Jets
Jets.
Bills games. You want to give your thoughts on that?
I would love to get my thoughts on the Jets Bills game. Where do I start?
Start
I'll
anyway.
start with the thing that everyone's talking about, the Aaron Rodgers injury. Aaron Rodgers, I'll be completely honest, I'm not a big fan of Aaron Rodgers as a person.
Dang.
But I am a fan of him as a football player, and I am just feel really down. An Achilles injury like that at his age, it's a career ender, I think.
That was a talking about if it was going to end his career or not. I think he won't go down that easily, especially from all the hype this year. But I mean, if his body just fails to get back together, I think that could be in the cards for him, a retirement.
I think there's a way that Aaron Rodgers can have one more productive season. I really think that's possible. But right now, the focus is on. I can't believe I'm saying this, but getting Zach Wilson ready to start
He
sign
was
Kaepernick.
like the number 2 pick for a reason. He has it in him.
I really don't think he does.
And I'm really respecting Coach Saul's decision of not deciding to pick up an extra QB. I think that's great. Picking up an extra QB like a Cam Newton or Carson Wentz, that would just divide the locker room. And I think the Jets are going to get a lot of scrappy wins because of that team spirit that they have.
Well,
Scrappy team.
shout out
I
team
like
spirit. Let me ask a question to you,
Breece Hall
Spencer.
is going to rush for at least 90 yards a game. I'm putting that in now.
that. Okay.
Those events for Breece Hall rushing yards, I'm hitting the over on that every single time.
All right.
Okay.
But another thing that really impressed me is the Jets defense.
Jets defense.
Every
We
year,
talked about that. Yeah.
every year, the past couple of years, the Jets defense has just been getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And this year, I seriously think that we have one of the best defenses in the NFL. With Quinnen Williams,
Quinnen.
the outside and the inside,
Yeah.
forcing these quarterbacks to get the ball up quick, waiting for Sauce Gardner or Jordan Whitehead to pick up the ball. I think we're great.
Did you know who Jordan Whitehead was before Monday Night Football?
I did actually.
Oh, okay.
I read about
He
his
knew
stats
of him.
during the
Yeah.
summer about the 3 interceptions, and I said out loud that he would never get it.
Well, I think Mr. Yamada would like to ask you a question, if you'd be
Yeah, I
so
would.
inclined.
Yes, Mr. Yamada.
Oh, hello, Spencer. Hello. I'll put you in my mic
I
now.
love Bryce.
I would ask, do you miss Mike White and what he gave to the team last year?
I miss Mike White simply because he was an alternative to Zach Wilson that was already integrated into the locker room. I really don't wish to have him back now just because I talked earlier about the split that it could possibly have. But Zach Wilson is going to be our guy for better or for worse. And I
Yikes.
think that if Breece Hall stays healthy and him and Dalvin Cook will have a great rushing attack that won't necessarily
Dalvin's washed a
make
little bit.
Zach Wilson to have all the plays.
All right. And then I need your opinion. What do you think Zach Wilson and Sauce Gardner's handshake's going to be?
I think no handshake there. There's no chemistry over there, brother.
No racial connection.
Nope, none at all.
Thank you, Spencer. And one last thing before we'll let you go here. Do you agree with us in that every NFL stadium should be grass instead of turf?
I looked at the stats, the numbers that
The
punched
stats
out,
on what?
and
How many
I
casualties?
honestly, there is no difference between turf and grass.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I admire the opinion.
The stats are just not supported. The same amount of quote-unquote career-ending injuries happen on both surfaces. And while I think, yes, everyone would prefer to play on grass, I think that it's not that big of a deal.
all right.
Hot take.
Hot take.
Right.
Are you guys not talking about fantasy football? Guys, come on.
We're
You
getting
guys
to
not
it.
there yet? You guys already passed it?
Not
We're,
yet.
we're getting there, but I wanted your special insight, being a depressed Jets fan, on the Jets game and Aaron Rodgers and whatnot. So think we'll.
Before I go, can I get a quick? I am openly shopping every single person on my team right now.
Okay.
Oh my
if
god.
you are part of the SAFF.FFL and maybe want
Kirk Cousins, if you are interested in Kirk Cousins.
or anyone on Spencer's team, he is openly shopping.
Spencer's team is the trade
everyone
block.
Available. Cooper Cup, anyone.
Cooper Cup.
I just-
He is down bad.
Cooper Cup is available.
All right.
Thank you,
Alright.
Spencer.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
to
us.
the
Thank you for
SAFF.FFL
sharing.
Podcast for having me. Thank you to Justin. Thank you to Caden. Thank you to Braeden.
Caden's
Bryson.
not here.
Caden is not here.
I love you, Spencer.
It's okay.
I love you guys too. All right, have a good one.
Have a good day, Mr. Kim. Bye.
That was scuffed.
That was our special guest.
I had a
Spencer
feeling it was
Kim.
gonna be
I-
Spencer.
Yeah, I had a feeling too. He's the only one that would give us his time.
We all got
And
busy
it's true.
lives out here, but
Yeah. So that was his thoughts. I'm kind of surprised on that grass take from him. I mean, yes, the statistics do show. I saw that tweet too, where like there's no actual difference in playing on turf and grass for career-ending injuries, but it's like the placebo effect. Like you feel like you're gonna tear your ACL on turf more than grass. I don't know. Especially the NFL makes like billions and billions of dollars a year. They can afford grass
Yeah.
in every stadium.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move past that. Move on to fantasy football. Sonic and the shitty football players got the absolute dub on the Chick-fil-A. Caden's not here, so we can't say it.
the
the
Nuggets.
The Nuggets, Denver Nuggets.
Nope.
117.5 to 100.06.
Yep.
My top performer, even though he absolutely torched Patrick Peterson and the Swiss cheese Steelers defense, Brandon Ayuk did wonders for me. Put up 32.9 points. I think outside of Tyreek Hill, he put up the most for a wide receiver. So
I think so.
We can get into that later.
we'll get into that later. But yeah, I won, even though, as I said before, Dallas Goedert, 1 target, 0 catches. That was annoying.
For sure.
But it was good. Deontay Johnson got injured halfway through the game, of course. Once again, I guess now would be a good time to mention that. Yeah, he looked really, really good, especially on the play where you heard it. He made a good catch. He made a nice spin move on the defender, lost to the defender, ran for like 20 more yards, and then his hamstring just gave out. Out for 4 weeks. What a guy.
Only 4
What
weeks
a
ain't terrible. It's a good chunk, but it ain't 8 season ending. Yeah.
That's true.
Fair.
It's not Cameron Hayward.
It's not Cameron.
Who is also
How the
on
fuck
the
do you
Steel-
pull a groin? That's
Full
or
groin.
tear a groin. I understand pulling a groin, tearing a groin.
How do you tear a groin?
Whatever.
Um,
Whatever.
I just want to give a quick minute on my team. What the fuck, Lamar Jackson. We just got paid a bank. You're getting all the hoes you want out there, and we're not performing at all. Stephon Diggs, he did his thing. Everyone else on my team kind of did their thing. I'm not mad about the tight end because that was basically a wash because both of ours did pretty bad. Mike Evans did good. Saints defense played a lot better than I thought. It's just Lamar. And DJ Moore, the Bears looked shit as it was, so I'm not mad. Lamar, we're playing the Texans. This is your time to run it up on bald head ass D'Amico Ryan's new team. That's all I have to say. I blame Lamar Jackson for the week 1 loss.
He played like the cornerback Lamar Jackson in week 1. But
He played worse.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
I'm not worried about my team though.
Let's move on to T Swifties versus Team Watkins. Holy shit, this game sucked.
Holy moly.
Neither of them got over 100. Neither of them got over 90. Neither of them got over 85. This was an 85 or 81.5 to 77.9 stinker in favor of Team Watkins.
Wow.
Once again, we talked about last week how the 4 starting running backs, we said they'll be lucky to put up 50. I don't think they even put up 30.
Really?
They did not. And it's crazy, too, that this was the closest matchup of the week.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because
Yeah.
they both did not pass 90 points, and it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
As expected. I mean,
We knew that was going to be bad. I will not use the same word I used to describe the running backs last week.
Oh, my gosh.
what was it again?
Certain guy, you know him pretty well.
He's got a mustache.
Sweet one.
Mm.
All right, moving on.
Really went crazy in the 1940s. Anyway,
Yeah, if Justin Jefferson wasn't in this game, this matchup would have absolutely just been horrible. Obviously,
they
we
had
know,
pretty good receiving cores.
but we kind of knew that Noah and Owen were going to be cellar dwellers this year, and so this game didn't really
yeah.
surprise us. Let's move on to a more, well, I want to say more competitive, but in reality, there was no more competitive game than this one. But moving on to 2 better teams, we have Vic's Dog Service against TJ's Trojans, formerly known as Daniel Jones. Jeremy pulled out the win despite Daniel Jones putting up 4 points. Where it went wrong for Carson was Jahmyr Gibbs did not get as many touches as he should have, even though he was great in his limited touches.
Don't worry about it.
Dan Campbell came out and already said he's going to get more.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
And once again, I think we said this last week, Njoku is not a good fantasy tight end. I don't care what anyone says. He's never been consistent enough to be a good fantasy tight end.
And Graham Gano, -2 points. So good on you, Carson.
He already
Graham
lost.
Gano
before
negative
that, but-
points.
-2. Your kicker gets
But
negative.
he got
points.
the kick blocked, and did he miss another field goal? And he got that extension before the game too.
Did he actually?
He got like a 3-year
The
extension.
blocked one,
Not his
maybe
fault.
that wasn't his fault,
No.
but
But he did get outscored by Dicker the kicker by 14.
Well, Carson also did have Jacoby Myers, but on his bench, so doesn't even help him. in
I
that.
don't blame him for putting on the bench week 1.
Yeah.
Pollard played well. That was about all the bright spots for him. Jeremy, just no one did like outright absolutely amazing, but he just had a bunch of solid performances. Obviously, McCaffrey was the star with 26, but
It's just all double digits.
yep,
This is what
Yeah.
you want from your team.
Just
It's
consistent,
consistency.
balanced.
except for Daniel Jones. But even then,
Yeah.
if Daniel Jones put up like a probably normal game, he probably would have scored like almost like 130, which scares me because I'm playing him this
Mhm.
weekend. Let's move on. Congrats, Jeremy. Caden, African American plus Travis against Bryson, Pat Who. This was the most competitive game, 132 to 126.8
Very
because
close.
Yes.
it literally came down to that last kick.
Yes, it came down to the last game, and I was just like, man, Tyler Bass. Hopefully he can pull it out for me, and he did. Very proud of my team.
By like 1 or 2 inches.
Yeah,
With that last
literally-
kick to send it to overtime.
The one that doinked off.
Yeah.
If he missed that kick, Bryson would have lost.
I would
Really?
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
lost because he missed. It would have been negative. But I'm really happy about my team, even though Pat Mahomes only had 19 and running backs were solid, I guess. Tyreek Hill, obviously, those are my two guys, is Pat Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. So if hopefully I'm not saying that Tyreek Hill is gonna have a week like this every week, but at least hopefully like my team can reciprocate this a little bit.
Yeah.
Competitive
then-
match.
Caden's
Don't like Kyle Pitts though.
I don't either.
Still doesn't
I-
get enough targets.
Yeah. You
Took-
said earlier, yeah.
picked up Hayden Hurst, and I don't know about that. I also looking at other
Nurse.
other tight end guys, but Kyle Pitts is just I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be on my team by the end of the season or
Really?
what's up because he got outscored by Juwan Johnson.
Huh.
So
Talent is there,
Juwan
target
Johnson.
share is not. But that does raise a question. Once again, I didn't watch the Panthers Falcons game. Drake London 0 catches, Pitts didn't get a lot of targets. Who the fuck got the ball on that team?
I'm not sure if Drake London even got any targets. He had to have gotten at least one or two.
He had to have at least one. I know Algier did well. We
Uh,
said that already, but like
Pitts led. Matt
It was
Collins.
he
Bijan.
got one target.
Bijan. He got one
Drake
target.
London with one.
Desmond Ridder didn't have to pass the ball a lot. 15 to 18, 115 yards.
yeah, that game should the NFC South should just be abolished, but you know.
Abolished the Saints and the Buccaneers too.
Yeah. And unfortunately for Mr. Caden Covington, Dobbins is out for the year. He's gonna have to find a new running back.
Damn.
Yep. And
It
he
happens
doesn't
to him
really-
It
every year.
does-
he
he needs to
doesn't
stop drafting injury-prone guys.
It's his
I knew
team. He's gotta
Dobbins
do
was
it.
gonna get injured. Whatever. I'm not gonna judge how he plays.
His mommy issues.
What almost happened? I found it funny listening back to last week's podcast. You were picked to win, but that was only because you had the Browns defense in there originally.
Yes, and I changed it to
And
the
you-
Seahawks defense.
Did you keep the Browns defense?
I did.
Okay.
I did keep the Browns defense, and they had 9, so it would have been
They only
clean
had
sweep.
9?
But
Hmm.
literally, I was just like, man, why did I change it? But
Yep.
changed it that
It
morning.
Almost a costly decision. Changing
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
That morning
Who knew?
changed it, and I was.
Who knew the Browns were going to shut
Devastating.
down the Joe Burrow?
Well,
and
who
Bengals?
knew the Seahawks were gonna lose?
That's true.
There's
By
a lot of upsets for
By,
sure.
Yeah, by 17.
It was.
Three scores. All right. Good job, Bryson. Let's move on to Owen has to be Jana and Ramen from behind. Jesus Christ, this matchup was poverty.
My goodness.
It was either poverty or pretty good.
It was not. It was poverty, definitely poverty. This one also came down. I believe they were tied or like within 1 point entering Sunday Night Football. AJ had Dak Prescott. Spencer had Garrett Wilson. And lo and behold, despite winning 40-0, Dak Prescott got 6 points.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
No touchdowns, 143 yards. That's it.
I guess it was their defense, special teams that did a lot.
Yep. And I would just like to say in our league right now, there's 2 matchups under 100, which this was one of the matchups, and there was also 5 teams under 100.
Yeah.
Which were also these guys, and
Rough week 1.
it is
everyone.
really rough because also 4 of them, AJ's team, Owen Hazabijana, was under 90, and we actually had 4 teams under 90 this week. So this was a rough week 1 for the league.
Yeah. Drake London got 1 target.
Isaiah
likely got 1 catch. Rashad White didn't play as big as a role as AJ thought he would. Bijan looked good, surprisingly, even though he didn't get a lot of carries, but got in the reception game. I think it could be a dark season for
that whole
for
division.
AJ. Yeah.
Yes.
And Spencer, I'm sorry for him. I mean, Christian Watson should be a good boost to his receiver core. Hopefully, he doesn't have to start Jaden Reed next week. But yeah,
I mean, Cooper Kupp out. He is selling the whole team though.
you heard it.
You
Yeah.
heard it here live.
Man.
Spencer already gave up.
If
Selling
you
the
want
whole team.
Rondale Moore, and I know you do, you know who to call.
I would not take Rondale Moore as a Cardinals fan. Just don't do it.
Spencer won. His top performer was Trevor Lawrence with 17 points. That's just bad.
It's bad.
And moving on to our last matchup. Good job, Spencer. Surprisingly, I mean, we did say Josh's team was the worst. I think that might have been an overreaction.
Nah, it still sucks.
Whatever the case.
His team went off.
Motherfucker put up 143 on poor Dylan. Never had a chance.
I just like to say Justin did the same thing to me last year. And did you make the playoffs?
I did not. I was second worst. I was almost cage man.
Second worst, almost the cage man. So Josh's team, I wouldn't put it up as Super Bowl contention just yet.
It was really saved by that Cowboys.
Yeah, I was about to say, granted, the score was inflated by the Cowboys defense, but even if the Cowboys defense put up like 7, he still put up 120.
Yeah.
So, Calvin Ridley, that was a good pick for him. Demont, I'm just gonna assume Montgomery's touches are gonna go down as the season progresses. So I don't know if that's gonna be.
He might be like a goal line kind of guy.
I think
Third
we're gonna
down.
try and use him
Third
as
down
the Jamal Williams kind of deal, but I also don't know because we used him a lot Thursday, and so we also saw him get absolutely yanked once again. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Man, Dylan's team. Where did it all go wrong?
Where did it go right?
It starts with Joe Burrow. 3 points.
3 points for Joe Burrow.
Put up the same amount of points as the Bengals did. Saquon never. It sucked for Saquon owners because the Giants at an early point in the game had to throw. They had to throw themselves back into the game. They couldn't run it anymore because they were down by so much. So they could never establish that running game, and that hurt Saquon fantasy owners everywhere. Brees Hall did good.
Yep.
CeeDee Lamb and Debo were both under projection, even though they weren't horrible. Freiermuth got injured.
Really?
He's questionable. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
got hit.
he got popped in the chest by Hufanga, the Polynesian guy.
Yeah.
So he is questionable for next week.
Yeah.
Polynesian guy.
Akers, I thought that was horrible as soon
God.
as he put him in. I think I said that last week. I don't remember exactly what I
We
said.
all said that.
but
We all
Akers was
thought he
horrible.
should take him out, but he didn't. So
But it's Dylan.
You live and you learn.
What did we expect? We knew he was going to be a cellar dweller. So
we could really run a 10-man. I mean, there's some,
do we need Owen and Dylan?
but well,
we can keep
They
Noah.
don't even
Noah
listen-
won
Okay,
one
but-
year, and then he just
I didn't say Noah.
they won't.
No,
even
I know,
listen
but,
to
like,
this, so
Noah's literally the LA Rams, like Super Bowl and just
Sold his soul for that
down.
Super Bowl. Yeah. Yeah, that was it for fantasy this week.
It's a good first week.
Yeah, we want to talk about some news in the NFL, some injuries besides like the Rodgers and Deontay Johnson and Cam Hayward and whatnot.
that's a lot of them though.
I have a couple that I want to discuss.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
I just
What's-
wanted to first discuss the Jonathan Taylor holdout is over.
Over. He's still out for
It's-
another 3 weeks.
He's out for 3 weeks just because he's on the PUP list, but he will be returning week 5.
All right, maybe a little too much information.
Okay,
No. Please bleep that.
I will.
I'm very excited for him to be back, especially since Dalvin Cook looked okay. He looked not like himself. Who knows? If Zach Wilson's starting more, maybe they run the ball more. But that's just such a crowded committee back there that I'm not too sure.
I have no idea what to think of that Jets team.
Yeah, but Jonathan Taylor's back. I'm super excited. My team, I feel good about it now. I'll get him back in a few weeks, and if I can win at least one game till then I'll be in a good spot.
But I think it would be really funny if you were in the cage this year.
Really don't plan on being in the if I go in the cage below Carson, below Dylan, below Owen and Noah, it might be the end of my life.
Okay.
I might withdraw from the league after that one.
Wow.
Oh, spot's open.
Yeah.
Spot might be
If
open.
any SAFF.FFL listeners want to just apply. By the way, I just want to say it was a decent performance for our last episode. Over Spotify and YouTube, we got like 60 views.
Wow.
60?
That's impressive because there's only 12 of us in the league. That means
That's
there's
what I was gonna say.
That's not
I was
bad.
gonna get like
Hey,
48
alright.
other people checked it out. So thank you.
Wow.
Appreciate it.
I'll go over some of the other injuries. Aaron
Subscribe.
Jones hurt his hamstring. He's missing practice, it looks like, but maybe he plays on Sunday. Mark Andrews out with the quad. He's questionable, but should hopefully be back. Austin Eckler, he's also questionable with the ankle. We'll look to see about that one.
I'm gonna harp in on the Eckler because thankfully for me, I took the foresight during the draft. I drafted Eckler's handcuff Kelly, who even with Eckler playing, he got like 15 points last week. So he's gonna if Eckler is not ready to go, I'm not upset because Kelly is a beast and he will get good touches.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Travis Kelce, he was obviously questionable. Did not play last week, so that was the thing that hurt the Chiefs. Cooper Kupp still on IR. Wan'Dale Robinson questionable. Greg Dulcich is doubtful now, and Jerry Jeudy is questionable for next week. And like we said, Pat Freiermuth questionable, and Deontay Johnson is doubtful. So look for those injuries next week. Hopefully,
You can definitely scratch off Dolchich and Deontay Johnson. They're confirmed out for
yes,
multiple weeks.
So, but look for those other guys. There's some big names in there.
Yeah, maybe some underrated waiver wire pickups if you pay attention. Once again, that guy from the I'll fuck up his name from the Rams.
Puka.
Yeah, Puka.
Yeah.
He's probably a hot waiver target. If you do believe in the Steelers' offense and you need like a 10-point guy just to fill in, maybe you were like me and Deontay Johnson got hurt. Calvin Austin III, pick him up. He's gonna fill in for you. Deontay Johnson. He'll get similar amount of targets, run similar routes. They're basically the same player.
Really?
Sure.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you the George Pickens quote on the sideline.
Oh yeah.
Yes. What do you think about that?
I can't read lips. The thing that was said was like, I swear I like it here. I swear I do, but this is not it.
Yeah.
But I mean, he just wants to win. I'm not gonna blame him because he has a competitive attitude.
Mhm.
He's not going Antonio Brown yet.
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 In year 2.
But, yeah, I don't fault him at all. The fucker just wants to win. Steelers fans want to win. So yeah, once again.
Forget Steelers fans have it so good. They want to win. Don't you guys have like 6 Super Bowls?
Yeah, we do. Haven't had one since 2009 though. Get back there.
Rough times.
Rough times for the Steelers.
Lions never. So at least you got
Cardinals.
That's true. These are two people who've never. At least the Cardinals
We've
win to
made
one.
it. We've made it once,
Get
and we
fucked.
almost won.
Get fucked.
one. Oh, I also
San Antonio
forgot
Holmes.
Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell is
Oh, yeah,
also
that he's
out.
out. Might be
so-
time to pick up DeAndre Swift because he did shitty last week. Maybe somebody dropped him.
Mm.
Now Gainwell's out. Swift might see an uptick.
Well,
in
Rashad
targets.
Penny is also back, or should be back next week, so he might split time with DeAndre Swift. So you have to look about that.
That's a loaded backfield.
I just really-
Lot of players
That's
out there.
tonight. I mean, it was yesterday. DeAndre Swift either did well.
Yes. Why do we keep doing this?
What do you? I see Allen Robinson also on the way.
Just sitting there?
He was good. I just I don't trust the Steelers passing offense whatsoever. But Robinson did play good.
I think he was a leading receiver.
He was their leading receiver.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Do we want to predict the slate of NFL games next week?
Oh, yeah.
Do we want to
Yeah,
do that
we
right
can-
now?
we can
'Cause-
Or should I go over my rankings? I did have
Oh,
the top 10.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you the rankings for every position last week. So number 1 was Tua Tagovailoa for QB with 27.14.
When you throw 440 yards, that will happen.
That is true. Mac Jones with 24.14. Jordan
I'm
Love.
surprised.
really,
Yeah.
really.
Jordan Love with 23.
He just
Justin
slammed.
Herbert with 20.9. Anthony Richardson with also 20.9, the same amount. Deshaun Watson with 20.6, Pat Mahomes with 19.5, Trevor Lawrence with 17.7, Brock Purdy with 16.8, and Kirk Cousins with 16.4. So not like the usual names, I guess, in there.
But there's no like real surprises except for Mac Jones because
No
Yeah, that's
Burrow,
like-
no Lamar.
no
Well,
Hurts,
good
no
for
Allen.
Yeah.
Jordan Love too. Up
Yeah.
there.
That's a fantasy or just a confidence booster.
Yeah. So we'll get to running backs. Aaron Jones with 26.7, Austin Eckler with 26.4, Christian McCaffrey with 25.9, Tyler Algier 24.4.
He's a dog. Had him last year. He
Yeah,
was really good.
he is a dog.
Wow.
Tony Pollard with 22.2, Travis Etienne with 21.4, Bijan Robinson 20.3, Roshan Johnson 17.5,
Wow.
Kyron Williams with 17.4, and Nick Chubb with 16.7.
Usual suspects or who we thought we were.
Well,
gonna be
look
there.
at the two Atlanta running backs. It's good for them.
I don't think that's sustainable,
I don't think it is either. but-
especially when Cordero gets back, because then he's gonna have to get some targets too.
yeah, but there's definitely like they're a heavy run offense, so
Yeah.
it's good for them.
Heavy
It is.
run offense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Drake London might have a pretty rough season.
and Kyle Pitts. But if you picked Bijan Robinson in like the first or second round, I don't think that's gonna turn out great for you. I mean, it did well
AJ has both of them.
week one, but I think it's gonna continue to be splitting with Algier, and then when Cordero gets back, it's gonna be even less for Bijan. Who knows? Maybe they'll trade Algier or Cordero in the offseason, so they'll give Bijan the keys. But for this year, I don't think.
Yeah. It's his first season. A little rookie season. Isn't
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. First round pick though. Wide receivers, there's Tyreek Hill 44.5, Brandon Ayuk
Jesus.
with 32.9, Jacoby Myers with 29.1, Stephon Diggs with 26.2, Kendrick Bourne 24.4,
Wow.
Calvin Ridley with 24.1, Justin Jefferson with 24, Michael Pittman Jr. 23.7, Puka Nakua 21.9, and Chris Olave with 19.2.
Outside of like Hill and Diggs, that's kind of some unheralded heroes.
I know.
in
It's
that
Story of
top
week
10.
one, honestly.
It's always like this week one.
We'll move on to tight ends. Hunter Henry 16.6, Hayden Hurst 15.1.
Fucking Hayden.
Hayden Hurst. TJ Hawkinson 11.5, Donald Parham Jr. 11.1, Evan Ingram 9.9, Cole Kmet 9.4, Blake Bell 9.2,
I don't know.
Sam
what
Laporta
team that's on.
8.9, Harrison Bryant 8.5, and Adam Troutman 8.4. Don't
Yeah.
know these guys.
I don't
Tight
know.
end.
Troutman is on the Broncos.
I don't know which one. Bell.
Can you tell me-
Parnam is on the Chargers.
Can you tell me who Blake Bell?
I
plays
don't know.
for?
I
who that
was
is.
I had Blake, fucking Blake Bell.
He is the replacement for Travis Kelsey.
Oh,
So he was the guy.
What the?
Last
Oops.
Whoa. Okay.
I thought it was
Braeden.
the.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was the other guy.
he's 32.
No, it was that guy.
He's
I
6'6".
guess-
It was a
I could've sworn
touchdown.
It was Gray.
It was the touchdown, I think, for him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so they had
He only had 2
openings.
catches.
So
Wouldn't recommend picking him up. believe it
no,
or not.
I
would
would
not
not
recommend
recommend
picking
it,
him up.
unless you're
but
Josh.
I mean, like, just tight end position is pretty weak.
Yeah.
We'll go to the defenses. Cowboys 35.
Shocked.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. Cardinals and the Jets had both 20 points each.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go Cardinals.
That's what I'm saying.
49ers and Packers got 14 each. And then the Falcons and Jaguars got 13. And the Commanders, Saints, and Ravens all with 12.
Go Saints.
Go Cowboys. I mean, 35 points for your
35.
defense.
That's got to be up there for like a record or something.
I think it was like 40. Some team did it a few years ago.
Well, I mean, it's
Jeez.
crazy. Like, that's
Jesus
one of the
Christ.
highest scoring this year from your defense.
Yep.
That is, unless you have Tyreek or
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs. Like
No, you've had more than Diggs, had more than Ayuk. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think literally just Hill had more than Sweet.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
Great pickups. All
Yeah.
right, we'll move on to kickers. Nothing much really here. Jake Elliott and Nick Folk with 18. Jake Moody and Jason Sanders with 14. Brett Maher and Tyler Bass with 13. Dicker the kicker. Blake Group, Dustin Hopkins, and Matt Prater all with 12.
Zerline had 11, by the way. Just wanted to say that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think a kicker won anybody this week. I mean, sure, if you had like
Well,
Graham
me.
Gano. Well, yeah, besides that,
Yeah.
But yeah, besides like Graham Gano, who got -2, I don't think anyone lost because of a kicker this week. I mean, maybe it happened, but
Yeah,
there must have been another factor in that game.
Yeah.
not really close. So
All right.
All right. Thank you for those lovely top 10 lists, Bryson.
yes.
Get to the NFL games. Yesterday's game.
Yesterday's game, Vikings Eagles.
Who did we take yesterday?
Um,
We did not cheat. We all sent in our ranking, or we all sent in our prediction yesterday.
shit, we didn't.
We did not. We'll do it here. We'll do it live without Caden. We have 3 people now. Someone breaks the tie.
That reminds me. Yeah. Last week, on my picks, I went 7-9. Braeden and Caden, the Aidens, both went 8-8. Bryson went 9-7. Horrible week for picks.
Wow,
Because
that's bad.
you don't want to go 500 just in regular picking. And if you're like me and you're under
9-7,
500, that's just horrible.
I'm a
Bryson, at the very least, was mediocre in his picks.
winner week 1, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, yesterday I think the Eagles will get the job done. I think they'll bounce back. I think Dallas Goedert will get more than 1 target and hopefully more than 2 catches, or a catch. Eagles.
I'll also take the Eagles.
Yeah.
They gotta bounce back.
I think Eagles, because especially with that Vikings, like their
They're
offensive line
sick.
wasn't that good, and I know they have some injuries on their offensive line too. So even though they have like that good defense, and I think Eagles have some injuries on their defense too, but
A
I
little
think
bit.
the
I think-
Eagles are still gonna win.
I think Reed Blankenship might be hurt or something. Yeah. Let's not do score predictions. That was kind of a mess last week to keep up with. So
Very a mess.
uh,
Maybe for the good ones.
You're not the one editing
50
this podcast.
to 100.
I think the Eagles will win pretty easily. I would say.
We'll see. I'm sure it's the Eagles, so they'll make it close somehow.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the Sunday 10 a.m. game, starting off with Ravens and Bengals. Probably I think it's not controversial to say the 2 best AFC North teams.
Nope.
Huh? I would have said the Steelers before, but after week 1, nope.
It's okay.
I'm excited to see how they'll play. 'Cause I
Ye-
think both teams played kind of bad.
Yeah.
Week 1.
Yeah, I think Lamar's had a kind of a reputation for having like some of his best highlights in Bengals against the Bengals in Cincinnati.
Really?
I know the one where he like did a spin move and
Oh,
broke your
yeah.
guy's ankles.
Yeah.
That was in Cincinnati. I think he'll get right. Hopefully for your case, he gets right.
I really hope he gets 20.
I have the Ravens pulling it out.
Really? I'm gonna take the Bengals.
I was also gonna take the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow is gonna have a get right game too.
It's a harder defense.
It is true,
Our
but
defense, I can't see him going 2 weeks just sucking.
I can't see them going down 0-2-2. Seeing
2-2.
Jamar and T Higgins with 0, 8
A lot of
targets. though.
receivers just got nothing.
Yeah, so
I was looking at that. We didn't mention it before. T. Higgins last week, 8 targets, 0
Zero
catches.
catches.
At least he got 8 targets. But dang, that's crazy.
I think he got 8, and I think Jamar had 9. It's still
Wow.
crazy, and
Yeah.
they barely put up any points
Yeah.
last week.
Stifled.
Seattle at
S-
Detroit.
Yeah, Seahawks Lions. It's kind of hard to pick the Seahawks after the performance they put up last week.
Yeah. And with the blue ski masks,
Blue ski mask.
I did see
ready.
that.
I
Yeah.
am ready.
that
CJ
stadium's gonna be loud.
CJ
I wanna
Gardner
see
Johnson,
it.
Ford
Home
Field's gonna be
opener.
rocking.
Yeah. Give me the Lions.
I think those Lions fans may be a little wannabe Eagles fans, but I'm not
I
gonna say
don't know.
anything.
Probably.
But I do think for what it is, the stadium will be electric. I think the Lions will come out wanting to win, but come out prepared. I think the Lions win.
I think they do.
Yeah, I hope that we go up 2-0 on the season and get good early vibes going.
It's important to have those early vibes
Yeah,
because you
taking
don't
the
want to
Lions.
be winning the games later in the season. You want to be resting.
Yep.
Man, another dog shit AFC South matchup. This is two weeks in a row.
Colts, Texans.
Guy. CJ Stroud versus Anthony Richardson.
That's fun.
Rookie matchup.
That's the only fun part about this.
Yeah.
I think I would rather get a lobotomy than watch this game.
Jesus
But
Christ.
uh,
Give me the Texans.
I'm gonna pick
I-
Colts.
I will pick Colts.
I think Pittman and Richardson they'll be on their Tom Brady and Randy Moss type.
Colts will find a way to fuck
I
it up.
don't.
They
think-
probably will.
I'm gonna take the Texans. Yeah.
That was a bad analogy. That was a bad. Oh my god.
That might get bleeps. Bears at Bucks.
Man,
I have no idea what to expect.
I think it'd be hard for the Buccaneers to not win, especially after confidence is high. Baker's been cocky.
Baker's been cocky. And
He's actually good when he's cocky. So, and the Bears, their offense is just not up to snuff
I
against the
think-
Buccaneers defense. If the Vikings offense could only put up 17, what are the Bears gonna do?
yeah, I think this is a game like I'm not gonna watch it, but I'll be curious to see what the final score is.
We'll see.
To see who wins. I'll take the Bucks.
Buccaneers.
I don't want to be different. I don't see the Bears winning. I'll take the
I just
Buccaneers
want
too.
DJ Moore to get one touchdown.
Probably
Can't
won't
see
happen.
anything good about that game.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, Chiefs Jaguars. What was this? The divisional matchup last year?
Yes.
After Jaguars
Yes,
came back
yes.
from 27
Mhm.
against the Chargers. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Jacksonville, Kelsey still might not play. I think if Kelsey doesn't play, the Jaguars are gonna win.
Let's see right here.
That's a tough call.
I mean, the Chiefs. Mahomes looked absolutely amazing. He was not the reason they lost.
Yeah.
Wide receivers did not give him any favors. So.
I'll take the Chiefs. I think it'll be
Chiefs?
really close, but I'll take the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, it would be hard to see the Chiefs going to 0-2, but
Yeah.
good teams have gone
Jacksonville-
down 0-2. Gone down 0-2 before.
Jags were a little shaky in times against the Colts when they shouldn't have been. So I'll take the Chiefs.
I still think Jaguars.
I would just like to say I'm trying to find an update on Travis Kelce, and all that comes up is him and Taylor Swift. That's all I can find on his
Really?
injury.
My dad sent me a text saying Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are. Yeah.
Yep,
no.
that's
Are they
all you
dating?
can find.
Well,
They're
Allegedly.
Not officially,
we got a situationship going on.
Yeah.
but you do see his mustache.
Limited practice.
Limited practice, and also Chris Jones is back at practice.
Yes, we forgot to
so
say that. Chris Jones is back.
Chris Jones is
cares?
back. Signed a 1-year deal.
I think Kelsey will play.
I think
he's a competitor. He
Yeah.
wants to play.
Either way, I'll take
I'm-
the Chiefs.
I'm hoping he's gonna play, and I'll take the Chiefs too.
All right.
Chris Jones being back and Travis Kelce hopefully playing.
Packers, Falcons.
Interesting matchup.
That's an interesting one.
The 2017 NFC Championship, where Matt Ryan destroyed the Packers.
That's tough. This is a toss up for me.
I think will be a repeat of that. I think the Falcons shock the world, get the job done.
Really?
Desmond Ridder throws for over 250 yards, which is a lot for him.
Yeah.
I think Jordan Love's gonna try and build on his performance from last week, so I think the Packers are gonna take
And
this one.
I will
Throws some
also-
ill-advised throws. He thinks he's Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna.
He will
Chuck it
think
deep.
he is, but
I'll also take the Packers.
All right. I feel like I've been alone on my picks a little bit so far. I don't have a
Not
Caden
the
here to back me up.
Texans.
I said Colts.
Well, I was alone.
I said Colts.
Oh,
I
you
backed
were
you
alone
on that
with
one.
Texans.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. Who cares?
Raiders, Bills. I have to take Bills.
Is there any way Jimmy G gets the job done?
In Buffalo.
A rowdy
When-
Bills
And
home opener.
when all of the Bills want to win.
Yeah,
And they have to win.
They
That was
have
an
to win.
ugly week one. I have to take the Bills.
I will say there was a little drama with the Bills concerning one of their beat reporters saying that Stephon Diggs had character issues, and then Stephon Diggs fired back, or maybe Trayvon Diggs did. There's something like that. Where there is drama, there is potential losses. I've learned that with the Steelers, with Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. I think
That one
Diggs,
hits
he's not there yet, but it's just been a little
Yeah.
drama fest for a little bit. But still Bills.
home. And the drama's not there.
Disregard
yet.
what
I'll
I
take the
said.
Bills. I'll take the Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, I definitely think
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be there, but I will also take the Bills. There's no way that they can lose this game. So
I mean, there is a way.
there is a way, but they need to win this next game.
Yeah. Raiders, they already got to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-1.
They'll be fine.
Take what you get.
Raiders or Chargers, Titans. Sorry.
Chargers, Titans.
I think this will be closer than most people think.
I don't agree. I mean, yeah, the Titans usually find themselves in close, scrappy games,
I
but
feel like the Chargers are kind of like the Eagles a little bit, where they kind of play down. You find themselves losing games they really shouldn't.
yeah,
I'm gonna take the Titans.
I just don't think the Chargers will go 0-2. They're too good.
Well,
I'll take the Titans.
Titans, Chargers. I mean, I think it really depends on like if Eckler plays. I
That's-
could
that's a good
speak,
point.
my
Eh,
guy.
Even if he doesn't, I
Um,
still like the Chargers odds.
Yeah, I think just I can't. I want to take the Titans, but I just can't get behind Ryan Tannehill, especially from last week. I think
I think Derrick Henry have an amazing game.
I think they will, but that's why I wanted Eckler to play it to see like both of them side by side.
So
But
here's a maybe talking point. If Tannehill throws something like 2 picks in the first half, does he get yanked? He threw 3 last week, didn't score any touchdowns.
If they're down a lot, I think so. But if it's like 6-3 or something,
I don't think so.
I think he stays.
I think he stays too.
Yeah.
Later in the year.
Yeah, I mean, it took Trubisky 5 weeks of sucking before he finally got pulled last year. So
Let me just rip the Band-Aid off. I'll take the Chargers. Yeah,
Chargers.
I'll take
Chargers.
the Chargers.
All right, moving on to the 1 o'clock
1
slot.
o'clock games. Yeah.
49ers, Rams, Niners.
Rams stun them again.
As good as the Rams looked, the Niners looked even better.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take the Niners. Yeah.
Yep. Everyone.
Divisional matchup. Couldn't care less.
I'll be taking the Niners.
Giants Cardinals.
Boy,
Woo!
get the popcorn ready. Ooh.
I will be the only person not in Arizona watching this game, while everyone else is
God.
actually watching the decent games in the 1
Yeah.
o'clock hours. I just think the Giants will bounce back. I don't think the Giants are a terrible team. I think the Cardinals will just simply be in bad luck because of that they have to face a mad Giants team, kind of like the Raiders. I think they're facing a really hungry Bills team. Cardinals going to get smacked in Arizona, where it's barely even home field advantage at this point. It's a neutral site at this point.
That's a good point. When I went to Steelers Cardinals 2019 in Arizona, 65% Steelers fans.
Guy. You know, I'm gonna be different this time. I'm gonna take the Cardinals once again.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals, but they're gonna get smacked.
Oh, you're gonna take the Cardinals.
I'm always gonna take the Cardinals.
Giants, you two are insane. Not a chance.
I can't go against my team.
I'll take the
I understand
Cardinals
that. I'm gonna pick the Steelers later, but still,
purely because I still have James Conner and Marquise Brown.
that's fair.
Another 1 o'clock game. Jets at Dallas.
Ooh boy.
I think this
Zach
is the one that is
Wilson.
on live TV, if I had to guess.
Most
Niners
likely.
Rams will probably have that beat.
Really?
I'll check the coverage map later in the week. Whatever.
It's just the Cowgirls.
Later in the week. We're already on Friday, man. Already on Friday.
It is.
It is Friday.
TGIF. Am I right?
Yeah. Man, does anyone want to go like get like a Friday night special at like Grimaldi's or something?
Your freaking.
Why do you keep trying to
your
make that
fucking
work?
specials?
every week. We're just gonna,
Oh, by the
week.
way, podcast is coming out a day later than usual this week.
See, we
On
can't
Friday.
Have nothing to say about that.
Give me. I think this would be a really low scoring game, but I'll take the Cowboys.
Cowboys
even-
don't think Zach Wilson gets the job done.
That Cowboys defense is insane. Yeah, both defenses are insane.
Cowboys defense is crazy.
I'm sure
But
Zach
I was
Wilson
thinking like
will like
Jets
and then he'll get super
can't
mad.
get behind Zach
I'll
Wilson.
believe that. All right, moving on. Yeah, we also have Cowboys.
All Cowboys.
one more 1 o'clock game.
Commies in the Bronx.
The Commies in Denver.
I think Denver gets the job done. I think, well, Jerry Judy's going to be back. That's going to be a boost to their receiving game. Even with Dolchich out, they still didn't use him much anyway. Troutman was their main tight end, so I don't think that'll hinder them too much. I think Broncos have too much offensive firepower for the Commanders to keep up with.
I'm gonna take the Commanders.
All right.
All those points you just made just to take.
It's a toss up, but I'll take the Commanders. I have a good feeling about them. I feel like they're not happy with their win over the Arizona Cardinals.
I'm sure the Broncos could easily lose this game, but
It's the Denver Broncos.
gotta believe.
No, I think the Broncos would want to be 1-1, and I think that Pat Surtain and Terry McLaurin would be a good matchup. But I'll be taking the Broncos on this one.
This is my upset pick for sure. I think I'll take Commanders.
All right.
Sunday Night Football. Dolphins in New England.
It's hard not to go for the Dolphins immediately. Ooh, excuse me.
Whoa.
So pizza roll is coming back up.
Oh,
God.
Tyreek Hill usually performs in prime time. He performed last week.
That's
Waddle
pretty good.
Waddle will surely do his thing. But there is one aspect I don't know if you guys have considered. Mike Gesicki on the New England Patriots revenge game.
Revenge
That's a
game.
good point. That's a good point.
He's
The
gonna be
Mike
gritty
Gesicki
all
That's a
over.
waiver wire
Revenge game might go insane to the point he could be the leading tight end this week. Hot take?
That's a
Very hot
scalding
take.
hot take.
Don't listen to my advice.
I'll take the Dolphins, but I think it'll be close.
I'm going upset. I think the Patriots will win. Calling my shot. Gesicki gets a touchdown, and he does a shitty gritty after.
Shitty gritty.
Yeah, I don't have too many upsets, which I'm kind of worried about. But I have to go with my brother's team, the Dolphins, because I also have Tyreek Hill.
Is Calvin a Dolphins fan because of Tua?
No, he's actually not. I don't know why. He's been there since the Ryan Tannehill days. Shout out.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. We
he's
asked him
loyal.
why, and he goes, "I don't know." And I thought it was because of the colorway, and he said no. But I definitely think colors had to do a big part of that.
They
Don't
do
know,
have
though.
some nice looking jerseys.
Shout out.
Now the
out.
2 Monday night football games. this
going
week.
on at about the same time. Has this ever happened? I know,
It
like
happened last year.
Yes,
it happened
last
last year.
I know in years past, like a few years ago, where they usually had like one Monday game at like maybe like 3 and one at 6. But I guess
It happened last year. I remember the Eagles and Vikings game
Yeah.
overlap with some other game. I will watch the first amount of Saints Panthers, and as soon as the other one starts, I'll probably jump over.
Yep.
I just won't
Yeah.
watch the Saints Panthers until the Browns Steelers comes on. I'm sure there's a Phillies game I'll be watching instead. Saints Panthers.
That's an ugly divisional match.
Once again, the NFC South is just absolute dog shit. Contributes nothing to our society. But
Except Baker Mayfield.
They're there. They are there.
they are there. Derek Carr versus Bryce Young. Man, what a quarterback matchup. Give me the Saints of New Orleans.
Man,
I'll take the Saints. Yeah, I'll take the Saints.
this is my upset pick. Even though I have Chris Olave, I think the Panthers can get it done. Why? No clue.
Yeah.
But they're just calling me
Yeah,
right
this
now.
this is
The Saints
could go
did
anywhere.
almost lose to the Titans too.
Yeah, but the Panthers got beat by 14 by the Falcons. That's his.
That is true.
I don't really think we've seen any of the team's true selves yet. So
Well, I'm
that's
hoping-
definitely true.
I'm hoping Bryce Young tries to bounce back after a bad week
Yeah.
1, and so hopefully he gets a better stat line next week.
it's a good Saints defense.
Yeah. But hopefully he gets stuff done.
I think you will.
I
First
don't
game
know.
in
He's
front of
pretty
home.
short though,
He is very short.
so don't know if he's gonna get that one done. I don't know if he can rise up to the task. That was a bad one.
I didn't even know that was a pun or not.
He played it off like it was
Yeah.
one.
Anyways,
Browns Steelers.
the other AFC North matchup first was Ravens Bengals. Now we have Browns Steelers. Monday Night Football. Fun fact: Steelers have not lost a home Monday Night Football game since 1991.
Really?
Really.
Whoa.
And wow.
And I
And they played a lot. I definitely assume.
Yep.
So
I don't-
well,
last year it was I forget 2021. It was against the Bears.
tough competition here.
Almost lost the game. Like 2019, we had 2 against the Dolphins and the Bengals. Obviously, we won all of them. We've had a good history of Monday Night Football at home. I think that task will continue. I think Pickett will have a bounce back game. I think Myles Garrett will get shut down. I think TJ Watt will stick up, get another 3-sack game like he did last week.
Who's guarding Myles Garrett?
Okay, buddy.
We don't know because our starting right tackle, Chukwuma Okorafor, he got a concussion,
Oh,
and we don't know if he'll be ready.
He's
So
an offensive lineman.
two things we might do.
So-
We either might move our starting left tackle, Dan Moore, might move him over to right tackle, or the rookie Broderick Jones, who's usually a left tackle, he might get moved over to right tackle if Chukwuma is unavailable to play.
So Myles Garrett's gonna go crazy.
Hopefully not. Hopefully he doesn't take Kenny Pickett's helmet off and swing it at him. That would
Oh.
be ideal.
Give me the Browns.
I was gonna say you gave really good, compelling arguments, but I think that streak is gonna end.
But I'm biased.
this week.
I'm gonna take the Browns. yeah.
I think that the Steelers' streak might end this week, so I will be taking the Browns too.
Sorry, I'm taking the Steelers. Caden, what do you think of the games this week? Thank you for your insight.
Damn.
Rest in
Dang.
peace.
You thought
We should have done that.
Dang.
We should have done that for the Ravens one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
what?
that'll do
what-
it.
Joke's
sure.
done.
Oh, hell of a matchup. Looking ahead here.
Oh
Let's
Oh,
not look too far ahead.
gosh.
Let's get into our fantasy leagues.
Yes.
Week 2. Fucking scoreboard. Week 2. It's myself against Sonic and the Shitty Football Players against TJ's Trojans, Jeremy Felstead.
Debut week for the new rebrand.
Yeah, he's. I think I said this before, or maybe I said it before the podcast started. He's projected 130.
That's crazy.
Goodness.
Yeah,
I'm the kicker.
I'm projected like 119. I think I'm like fourth highest, and it do not matter because 130. Jesus.
Yeah.
I think
Jeez.
I'm rolling out the same squad as I did last week, but I'm gonna start Judy instead of Deontay Johnson for obvious reasons. And
I mean, you could just roll him out.
and I followed my own advice
I
from
mean,
earlier.
you could literally roll him out there, but
That's right. I picked up Calvin Austin. I'm a fucking Homer Steelers fan. He'll probably get around 10 points, but I'm looking for
3
more than
Steelers
that.
on the
So,
bench.
hey, yeah, I still think I'm gonna win because my team just has that much dog in them.
Glad you think about that. I think I'll take Jeremy. Daniel Jones at Arizona is just a juicy pick. Arizona's gonna get absolutely molested. So
I think
it'll be a high scoring game though.
Let's hope so.
Eckler will be at his house streaming the game on Sunday. So I
So
think
he'll watch
that-
Joshua Kelly get like 50 targets and
That is true.
get 200 yards and 5 touchdowns. Yeah, I agree with that.
Sure.
I will be taking Jeremy's team.
All right, I have doubters.
right.
Yep.
No stranger to it. Let's move on
What's
to.
crazy? James Cook is on Jeremy's team and he's projected 15.2
I think that's insane. There's no way he.
He put up 10 last week.
on the Raiders defense. I don't know.
Whatever.
We'll see.
Moving on, we have Braeden's team, Chick-fil-A
Nuggets.
Nuggets against the
That's
T
not what my name is.
T Swifties. Noah Wong.
It's
You're
projected
both
to
projected
be.
the same.
50-50 split.
It's gonna be close.
God, there's
let's-
no
let's
way
hope
he
this
doesn't
is
have
enough.
enough running back firepower.
I really think Lamar and DJ Moore will have a bounce back, and even if
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs doesn't do as good as last week, I think Lamar and DJ Moore will bounce it out. Don Schultz has to do something with his life.
Well,
Saints D's playing Carolina. I feel pretty confident. He's got Khalil Herbert as RB1 and Deion Jackson as RB2. If I lose, I will commit homicide on Lamar Jackson.
I'm going Braeden because I don't care what your wide receivers and quarterback and everything else looks like. If your starting running backs are Khalil Herbert and Deion Jackson, you need help. And
He has great receivers, but that's not going to do enough.
I don't care.
That's
I want to take Noah so bad, but his running backs are also just as bad. I'll be taking Braeden. I think Darren Waller might cook the Arizona defense.
He might.
But I just can't get behind Khalil Herbert and Deion Jackson. He does have DeAndre Swift on his bench, but I also don't see that panning out as well, especially because I don't even know if he's going to switch him in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be taking Braeden. Clean sweep.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Team Watkins versus the Vicks Dog Service. Owen versus Carson. Once again, they're projected about the same amount, 50-50 split. Owen made a change from last week. Najee Harris is no longer in his starting lineup.
Really?
Here's the thing, though. Najee Harris always does well on Monday Night Football, especially at home.
Well, me and Bryson think differently about the whole entire Steelers team, so
Yep, we do.
Myles Garrett's going to eat his ass. Sorry, please leave that out.
Najee Harris against Browns team 2021 Monday Night Football at home. Got like a 40-yard touchdown.
That was his rookie season. I had him that year, and I was loving every second of it.
Yeah, whatever. He made the change. He's starting Javonte over Najee, which is probably smart. But I don't think he's going to keep up with the Vicks Dog Service. Pollard is too consistent. Gibbs has too much upside. Devontae Adams had a quietly bad week, but I understand the Bills' defense is good, but I think he'll torch them. Njoku scares me. Whatever. I got Carson winning.
Yeah, I'll take the same.
I mean, after seeing Kirk Cousins play last night. Yes, last night he played.
He did. He played so Kirk Cousins-ly.
I didn't even know how you were gonna describe it. That was actually pretty good. Yeah, I gotta take Carson's team. Owen's team it's just man. Him, Noah, and Dylan, man. Oh man.
The bottom feeders.
Yeah.
There's always that bottom feeder tier.
Carson literally auto picked his team, and he's still. I still think his team's better, but you know it is what it is. Yeah, we'll all take Carson's.
He didn't even move Aaron Rodgers to IR yet.
He didn't.
Chase
It's-
Claypool's just chilling on his
Oh
bench.
my God, yes, Chase. That team. If any of his stars get injured, he's fucked. There's no way.
Jacoby Myers, maybe he's on this bench. He could move. and
That's
stuff.
it. Pollard gets injured. Gibbs gets hurt.
God, man.
Who-
He's
He
on
doesn't-
thin ice. Watch him get
Antonio
so
Gibson's good. He's whatever. All right. Yeah. Whatever. Moving on. Owen has to be Jana against African American plus Travis. This is AJ versus Caden.
lucky. AJ's not projected that much.
He's not.
Someone sitting out? Oh,
He's starting Bijan and Tyler Algier.
That's a
r-
bold
risky.
strategy.
Packers defense is pretty damn good.
he could put Drake London back in, or he has.
He
Alexander
moved his
Mattison.
ass to the bench quick. Caden also just kept J.K. Dobbins on his IR and didn't release him, even though he's not going to be doing anything all year. Which I find that kind of funny.
May as well have the IR slot filled up. Keep it warm for the next guy.
He has Kelsey in starting though.
I see that. And
He picked up Puka.
Yeah,
Ah,
I think because
That's make or break.
I think no, what's make a break is freaking Travis Kelsey playing.
think it will.
But I think I'm gonna take Caden.
yeah, me too.
I like Puka's target share. I like Amari Cooper. Even though he didn't have like the best week last week, and hopefully Travis Kelsey plays because he could be in for like a big week.
I'm going to have to agree with you on everything you said. I think Caden's going to pull this one out.
Dang, that's a sweep.
We've been on
Sweet.
sweeps a lot,
Dang.
but I mean this week is just
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Next up, Jesus. Probably the biggest point differential projection between two teams. Pat Who versus Racing with Rugs. This is Bryson versus Dylan.
Woo!
127.6 is what Bryson's projected. Dylan's projected 112. Yeah.
Doesn't seem ain't even that.
I mean,
terrible.
Burrow's not going to have
Cam
as bad
Akers.
as a week as he did last week.
Can't make it.
There's just no way. Cam Akers starts, he's losing. I don't care what he says.
He has like better people on the bench.
Once again, Pitts scares me. Are you starting Hurts or are you starting Pitts?
we
It might be a game time decision.
Yeah, that'll be a game time
Okay.
decision.
I think
Because
whatever
it's-
the case, I think
It might. I think it might be
Well,
Hurst because he plays that Monday night. It's Monday night, and so I might like wait and see. Probably like Sunday morning. I'll make my
Okay.
decision.
I think no matter what, I think Bryson's going to win.
Yeah. Obviously I'm
That's- yeah.
biased, but I think I'm gonna win.
yeah.
He should definitely be changing Cam Akers. He's got when Kenneth Gainwell comes back and Raheem Mostert, he should be starting already. But you know, Cam Akers is him, I guess.
He's not. He's not him. Yeah, we
Most
all
hated
think
player.
Bryson's going to win. Last matchup. Ramen from behind and I have a chub. This is Spencer versus Josh. Man, a tale of two seasons, and it's only been one game for
Well,
each of them.
Lowest
you know.
point total or lowest projection,
Yeah, Spencer.
110 for Spencer. It's
And we heard
It's
he's not
not.
happy from his team. He's
very sad.
already depressed and selling.
Christian
Well-
Watson should be somewhat of a point boost compared to who we started last week.
Yeah.
Jalen Reed. He picked up Tutu Atwell. That could be good for him. I think
I-
he'll wait and see if he has another good week.
Let's just try and speak
I-
positively about Spencer's team.
I think this is gonna be a low score.
I absolutely love Damian Pierce as a player. He's a dog shit fantasy performer. That's just
No.
how it is. He
Yep.
doesn't get receptions and he runs it too much and
Yep.
it's whatever.
Yeah.
Ramondre's good. That's all he has going for him. Yeah. Josh, looking at his team, Chubb usually plays well against the Steelers. I'll give him that. He'll probably run for like 80 yards, maybe get a touchdown. The rest of them is just solid. Did he start Nico Collins last week? Was that something he did? No, he started Demont last week.
Yeah.
So he
You got 14, Nico Collins. Not bad.
God, that bench is horrible. Might have to put Tyler Higbee in this.
he's missing a bench spot. What is he doing?
I have no clue.
Whatever. Maybe he's just saving his wire pickup. All right.
I'll take Josh, but I don't think he's gonna do that great.
I just can't pick Spencer.
85 to 95.
I would
finish.
love
yeah.
to pick Spencer, but I like Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen on that Tennessee defense. And even though Josh Jacobs plays Buffalo, I think
I don't think Josh Jacobs is gonna do much, but you never know. He might get.
Well,
some
it's
touchdowns.
just
You never know.
we can't take Spencer. I'm sorry, Spencer. We just not
We
this
love
week.
you, but
Not this week.
Not this week. Not
Not-
next week.
not
Once-
this week.
Just sell
Once the sell goes, we'll see.
the bonfire.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. That's it for our fantasy picks this week. Anyone else have any like sleepers or maybe someone who is projected a lot who you think you should sit this week?
We should sit. Kyle Pitts.
Sit Kyle Pitts.
Don't
Not a surprise.
don't play Deion Jackson either, like Noah. There's I don't know. There's
I mean, if you're at all concerned about Eckler in the slightest, you should probably sit him. I guess.
yeah, and that's the same. Like I think Mark Andrews is still questionable too, and so is Kelsey obviously, and Aaron Jones. So, but
I think.
those guys should be back hopefully.
I think whoever has Christian Kirk. I don't know who does.
Sit Christian Kirk. That's
I
fair.
would. I would sit him. I would sit Drake London. AJ banished him.
But there's just no way he has another like awful week, right? I mean,
Maybe not awful. I could see him getting like 6 catches, 50 yards.
That's fair.
I mean, that's not a terrible week. It's just not what you expect.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
All right.
I think it's gonna be a good week.
Yeah, it'll be a fun game. Well, yesterday was a fun game. This weekend should be pretty good. Monday night doubleheader will be fun, at least for me watching the second game.
First game.
Whatever. So thank you so much for listening to our second episode. If you've made it this far, if you've made it this far, leave a comment in the YouTube video. Who's your favorite football team? I want to know.
We need an outro for this, man. That'd be nice.
Who has an outro?
If you have any suggestions on an outro, let us know.
Yeah. If by the rare chance you go to UNLV and you want to be on,
Please don't stalk us.
shoot Braeden Patin
Aw.
a DM on Instagram. I
Nah.
won't say your Instagram. That's a little.
Text Justin Young. He's the host.
Yes, that is the host.
That is true.
Everything goes through him.
Everything.
Whoa.
All right, we're stopping. Stopping the podcast.